In a bid to segregate them from maybe their love interest, they call them friends. That is not a friend. Your friends are people that will influence a good percentage of the decisions that you make in life. That's what you need to understand. So you cannot just meet anybody and call them your friend. You know they work like that. That's not how it's supposed to be. Bible say a friend sticks closer than the brother. Like even that word friend zone himself, I don't even think that is the word to use. I watch people most of the time to be very extreme with their abuse because it's only extreme people that get what they want. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Say It As It Is podcast. It's Jeffrey again, and I'm welcoming you back for another exquisite and excellent episode. And so far, so good. I love that you guys appreciated the first video, and I'm looking to recreate, or I don't know the word to use there, but to make more out of the impact that the other one made. So for today's episode, we'll be talking about a host of things, and I'm hoping this could be more engaging. This could be more I'm not going to use that word. This could be more elite than the previous one. So we are going to be having an array of topics. And I told you, the Say It As It Is podcast is an avenue for us to talk about a lot of things that are trending, a lot of things that are socio-relevant or socio-cultural and relevant at the time. So for today's topic, we're going to be treating on the gift of friendship. That's one of the many topics we'll be going on about. And the major one is going to be us talking about the gift of friendship, understanding what friendship is, because we live in a world today that downplays the idea and the depth of what friendship is. Most of the time, people call friendship just anything that, like anybody that you don't really want to relate with, like people that are not really close to you. You just meet them 1, 2, 3 days, say they are your friends. Boys that just came into your life, maybe for the girls, boys that just came into your life and you're maybe talking with them for a while, you don't even know their intentions. They say you friend zone them, and then you just box them to a corner, call them friends. You now liquidate the value and the depth of that word friendship. Even the Bible states that a friend sticks closer than a brother. That's what, like, you should get an idea of what friendship is just from merely that statement. A friend is not just somebody that you meet. Some people in your life are just acquaintances, they are colleagues, they are work buddies. They are not some people are you just throw around the word friend. It's not, some people are your colleagues, they are like your work buddies, they are mere acquaintances. They are not really, you not categorize them as friends, because even the Bible's description of friendship drives a nail deep. You don't just meet everybody and call them your friend. Friendship is a gift. It's like the one that sticks to me the most, the one that gets to me the most of the time. Like I'm like, wow. Like it's for the shorties that maybe they meet a new guy in their life that just maybe they started talking, and in a bid to segregate them from maybe their love interest, they call them friends. That is not a friend. You don't even know that place, except you are the both of people agree that he is your friend, or you people are both friends. You cannot call them your friend, and that's the issue. You start complaining, this my friend slide me, this my friend betrayed me, this my friend stabbed me, but because you never have the idea of who your friend is at first. That was never your friend. That was merely an acquaintance. If I even use the word acquaintance, it was merely an acquaintance. And you need to understand the value of friendship for you to really go as far as calling every and anybody your friend. Sure, I get. So you cannot just throw around the word friend. And that's what we do all the time. We throw around the word friend. We just make it look like, oh, this is my friend. I know this guy, so he's going to be my friend. We talked 2 minutes ago, so now my friend be that. That's not friendship. And you need to understand the value. I don't know how to reiterate it more, but you need to understand the value of what friendship is for you to call any and everybody your friend. Jesus didn't have a lot of friends on earth. You need to understand that. So your friends are people that will influence a good percentage of the decisions that you make in life. That's what you need to understand. So you cannot just meet anybody and call them your friend. You know they work like that. That's not how it's supposed to be. Bible say a friend sticks closer than the brother. Like even that word friend zone himself, I don't even think that is the word to use. because like you are liquidating the depth of what friendship is. The Bible referred to Jonathan and um, um, David's friendship as their souls being knit together. You know what it means for your soul to be knit to another person's soul? At first, when I read that scripture, I was like, damn, this shit's gay. Like, I had my reservations. But when I now got to understand who a friend is, then you can never really, you need to know, you cannot really overemphasize on most of these things. I tell you, because your friend, in the sense of it, friendship is a gift, and you need to understand that. It's just that sometimes now, since we don't rate most of the people that we spend our time with, you now call them your friends, and then tomorrow you can talk down on them because you can. That's because they were never really your friends. They were never really involved with you. You just knew them as a result of knowing people, knowing me, knowing you. We are friends now. So that's not the idea of friendship. The idea of friendship is deep. The idea of friendship is deeper. You don't just be, people need to pass a test to be your friend, because you don't go into friendships are not relationships. Like when I say relationship, more like your, I don't want to use the word, but like more like sexual relationship that you say, and this is my boyfriend or this is my girlfriend, and then you now decide that I'm just going to this the last for 4 months, and 5 months after that I'm done. I'm not getting into this again. No, it's not. It's not that type. Friendship lasts forever. A friend will last for a lifetime. So these people that you want, can you really talk shit on the person that was going to last with you for a lifetime? For me, I feel like friendship will be valued more than some of these stupid relationships that we get into, that we don't even know how long it's going to last or how well it's going to last. You understand? You're just there for a good time, not a long time. Your friend is somebody that throughout every phase of your life, they can understand you and know you. Like, I have a friend, like my oldest friend in my life is Isap Obongo, if you know him. Isap, yes, I've known him longer than I've known a lot of my other friends. Like, since I was 10, I knew him. I met him when I was 10, 11. I knew him before then, but we became friends when I was like 10, 11. And since then, we've been friends till this date. And we're 24, clocking 25 next year. So, those kind of people, you know, fit do without them. You understand? And still, it does not matter the length of how you've known them. Some people, you can know them for so long, but they are still not your friends. But you can meet people that in 1 year, it 1 year will feel like a lifetime. You understand? So you cannot really downplay or you cannot really overemphasize the value of friendship. You need to understand the dynamics of how friendship works. Your friends are not people that you don't want to have a sexual relationship with, because most of the time that is the idea now flexed in this generation. So now this is somebody that you don't like genuinely, but you like their time and the attention they're giving you. So now they are your friend, because you don't want to box them in this other corner. So you put them in this corner of, they are my friend. They are just, somebody you go out fast. They are just a friend. Just for friend. Just and friend doesn't work in the same light. There's a depth to friendship, and if you don't understand that, you will perish. You will just be aligning a lot of riffraffs, recalcitrants in your space, and then you say, they are just my friends. And then I tell you, show me my friends, and I show you, and then I now see your friends, and then show you who you are, and you get pissed off. So you need to understand these things. So you need to understand these things and live with it. You understand? This is just the dynamics of how it works, and it's always going to work like that. It's not going to change. You might say, oh, it's not fair on me, but life is not fair. You need to understand that that's the concept of how things are going to be. You need to understand that friendship drives deeper than most of the things that you even talk about. Your friend is for a lifetime, and if you are selecting friends, know the type of friends you are selecting, because friendship from God is a gift. The fact that somebody is your friend is a gift from God, and you need to understand and hold it dear. You understand? Don't mix emotions with it. Mix understanding with it. You understand? That's the concept of it. So our next topic, I'm hoping I was able to like deal with that without digressing. I could talk on this more and more. It's not a topic that I'm just going to talk about now and never talk about again. I can talk about it forever. I can even create a whole series of episodes dealing on the gift of friendship. It is too broad, it's too vast, and it's too, like, there are some people that just think their friends are for their benefit. You keep people for your benefit and you say that they are your friends. Are you okay in the head? You are just enjoying benefit upon benefit from them. Nothing you are giving. And then you now call that a friendship. That's not even parasitic mode of relationship. That is not even itself. That is worse than being parasitic. That is being the devil. Understand? You keep people for your benefit. The people that are beneficial to you are your friends. That is not what it's supposed to be. True thick and thin. True thick and thin, that's friendship. You need to understand that that's the value of friendship. And if you don't understand that value, you can never get the true essence of friendship. It's as simple as that. And also, we'll be going on to the next topic. All this is just driving, like, I like layering my topics in a way that it can drive to the next. Like, the next one is going to be yourself in a world that rewards pretending. There are a lot of people pretending. Like, the level of pretense is crazy. Like, the level of pretense currently in the world is crazy, is mental. Everybody is looking for shit or for their benefits. Like, because they are trying to get things for their benefit, they can pretend as much as they want. You need to learn that you need to be yourself. Like it or not, we are living in a world where there is a very crazy amount of reward for pretending. Like, you could pretend from now to tomorrow and everybody will give you a salama. Like, it is much easier to pretend than be real. Like, because nobody's ever really going to see in that light of your P when you are too real, because people frown at it. But you need to understand that you don't need to sell your views. You don't need to always be politically correct, because it's in a bit to be politically correct that we start pretending. You understand? You don't need to always be politically correct or you don't need to pander to the views of people that are currently active now to get things done right and to be in the right track of things. You don't need to do all of that. Yes, the world rewards pretending because it's a lie, and the world always rewards the negative. You understand? So you need to understand the light that you're coming from and approach it candidly. Don't ever be biased with your views. I urge people most of the time to be very extreme with their views, because it's only extreme people that get what they want. If you are too moderate, not even if you are too moderate, because there's no efficacy to moderation. If you are moderate, you can be swayed away by any wind of thoughts, any line of doctrines, any line of talk. So you need to be very concise and succinct and unambiguous with your views and what you stand for. So no room for pretending, no room for faking, no room for being a riffraff, no room for pandering, no room for being a recalcitrant. Just know that this is what I want to do and do it. Go all out, 100%. Be on your P. You understand what I'm saying? Like, pretense only goes as far as making you relevant to the pretense. It can never make you relevant to the importance of what you are fighting for, if you understand what I'm saying. So you can never, I don't know how to hammer on this, but you can never be on your 100% if you are pretending, because you're always going to be a photocopy of some idea or something that somebody have thought about or stuff like that. You need to understand that. And as young people, we need to ensure that we fight to be real, because it's only the real that make it. You understand? So that's the idea of it. And then the second topic is, why do we keep entertaining people that are not good for us? Well, 80% of the time, people that are not good for us are the best experience you ever had, because most of the time it's eye-opening. And there's this dopamine rush you have trying to prove yourself to people that are not good for you. When someone is not good for you, you find yourself trying to prove to the person that they can be good for you while you are being good for them. So you are caught in a loop where it's just you proving to yourself that you are trying to prove to somebody that this is crazy, because it's always in the negative. You are always going to lose that game. You don't play that game to win it. You understand? It is a flaw, I think, in human beings. You understand? Where you are trying to keep people that don't want to stay. You understand? So you are trying as much as possible, fighting. See the good in me. You understand? Like, I like this question because it's so coded in it is sounding, what's the word to use? It's sounding I don't know I'm trying to look. The question is coated, it's sugar coated. So you're not using the word entertaining people that aren't good for us. It's because you don't know your worth. That's why you're trying to entertain people that are not good for you. If you knew your value, then if you realize that something is not good for you, you are not going to take it. It's as simple as that. But the moment you don't know who you are, you don't know what your value is, you don't know the values to uphold, anything that comes your way, you see yourself falling for it. You understand? So why do we keep entertaining people that aren't good for us? It's because it's a very simple answer. It's because you don't know your worth. The moment you realize your worth, everything is always going to be a child's play. Like you find yourself attracting only the right things. You find yourself doing only the right things, saying only the right things, moving only the right way. You understand? So that's just the idea you need to have going with trying to entertain people that are not good for you. Because I understand that most of the time it's not easy because they are trying. This is something that you really want. A good percentage of the time, what is not good for you is what you want. It's not what you need though, but it's what you want. And most of the time, what you want can be so addictive. But you need to understand that this is how life works. Your needs can never be toppled by your wants. Your needs always outweigh your wants, even if your wants are the most addictive. You understand? So you want these bad people or these ingenuine people in your life, these people that don't want you in your life. But at the end of the day, what is fighting that balance is that the people that you need are not around you. So you are stuck in a loop where you're thinking you don't know where to go. But what you need to understand is that what you need will always be what you need, and it will never be what you want. And what you want might not always come to you, but what you need will always come, most definitely. You understand? So it has been me, your host for the Say It As It Is podcast, Jeffrey. I'm hoping you enjoyed today's pod, and if there's anything you want to know about what we're going to be expecting and what we're going to be giving you, there's more to come. You know what I'm saying? So for now, goodbye, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's been me again, Jeffrey, on the Say It As It Is podcast. Just saying it as it is, baby.